Good evening and welcome to Die Dragon Die Presents Gods We Rule, Session 4 of our Pathfinder playtest. Oh no, sorry, our Pathfinder Kingmaker playthrough. We are playing on hard, and we did sort of a cheating tutorial. We've cheated money, a little bit of XP, and some of the ability scores, as well as duplicated an item. If you'd like to see any of those things in action and how you do these things by editing the save game files directly, feel free to ask, and I will go ahead and edit. And I don't mind doing that sort of thing. So let's go. Given that it's been a couple of days since we've played this game, let's go to our game and run through who our characters are. We have just finished. We just established our barony. Black Dahlia is our Baroness. She is a Vivisectionist 2, Sylvan Sorcerer 4, Arcane Trickster 1, and the theme of this adventuring party is definitely animal companions. Every one of these 5 characters has an animal companion, and we are just choking the battlefield with all the fluffy animals. As you can see, we were a little bit reasonable with our cheats. We didn't give her like all 40s in her stats. We gave her basically anywhere between 16 and 18 for her stats. She does have a few boosts. She leveled, so her 18 became a 19 base for charisma, and then Muse touched, and her headband of alluring charisma gave her 4 more. So we're sort of in the realm of sanity. However, just to show that we could go a little bit high, and given that our party only has 1 hitter, we gave Ganymede a 28 base strength. Right now he's at a 33 with half orc and his belt of physical might. He is at a at a 33 from 29. He is a Vivisectionist 1 for the mutagen, Mad Dog, which is a version of Barbarian that gives you an animal companion, and Fighter 1 for heavy armor. So with his mutagen and a bull strength and his rage, he would add, because there's enhancement bonus of 2, he would add 10 to his strength. So he'll be sporting a 44 strength when he's level 8. And by the time he's level 16, that would be 46, and we probably will have 4 more enhancement bonus, so he'll have a 50 strength. We are gunning for a 50 strength when he's all buffed up. Aside from that, he's got some reasonable stats, 14s and 16s, and an 18 in his con. We've got Nephariah Reborn. I really wanted to check out how a negative channeler would work in this game. So we made a priest of the god Gazra. We made him evil, made him channel negative energy, and then he took the animal domain so that he's got this creepy centipede animal companion. He's a cleric 5, fighter 1. I dipped into a fighter a little bit to give him tower shield proficiency and heavy armor proficiency, because he needs to kind of get closer to the enemies to get off of his channel negative energy. I figured having a little bit of a higher AC on this character would be nice. We've got a proper cleric who is a healer, so we've got a channeler of positive energy. This is Sophocles, who is a Museborn? No. Plumekith? What kind of... I believe he's a Plumekith Azamar. +2 charisma, +2 dexterity, and a high wisdom. No, he's just a regular Azamar for the wisdom charisma. He's got some reasonable stats again, given that we cheated. Reasonable cheated stats between 14 and 18s to start with, then racial bonuses on top. Anything else to say about him? Oh yeah, he took animal domain and community domain. Community domain's got a beautiful 8th level power where you get to add I believe your wisdom. You put up an aura and your wisdom modifier applies to everyone else's attacks. He'll be our buffing bard in cleric form plus healer. He's pretty pimp at the healing as well. Then we've got his animal companion's a bear through the animal domain, and all the characters who have dipped into other levels or got their animals through domains have taken boon companion at this point. Anger Bodki is another person who's just going to clog the battlefield full of meat. She is a monster tactician inquisitor, which is effectively how they made summoners in this game. She can summon lots of monsters. They get some of her teamwork feats, or they get her teamwork feats. And then she's got Animal Domain by worshipping Gazra, I believe. And then she took a leopard as her animal companion. So we've got a Smilodon, a Mastodon, a large centipede, a bear, and a leopard as the animal companions on the field. Her abilities, I think we've gone augment summoning. I think the next feat we want to take for her is superior summoning. How she fights in melee when she's not casting spells, or she doesn't. She fights with a range, so she is fighting with a bow, so we'll sprinkle in some bow feats. Same with Sophocles. A Raztil grants the a proficient. His favorite weapon is longbow, so that's pretty cool. We've got 2 bowyers in the back, and then Nephariah basically wanders in tank mode with his tower shield and heavy armor. His weapon, I don't know. I think I've got a pick on him right now, or no, he's got the short sword. Oh, that's right, he's got martial proficiency with fighter. So he can use any of the good one-handed weapons we find that are not exotic. And then Ganymede's kind of doing the two-handed weapon stuff right now. He's got a bunch of two-handed weapons. Eventually I have to pick one, or did I pick one for his? Yeah, I started down the weapon focus Earthbreaker path for him. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I also think that next time we get back to town, Ahmed, who is a regular player on our D&D game in the rest of our in this channel, asked for me to create a wild shaping druid just to see how the wild shapes work, and at the same time that would fit our party theme of dudes and dudettes with animal companions. So next time we go back to town, we might create a Grizak, and we can go through the whole process of how you create a character and then edit the file to make them good. So where were we when we left off? I think we explored the area of the old tower. Right. But I think we did this too early in the game because Akun is not here. We did fight some trolls, but we didn't fight all the trolls. So I think we have to come back to this area. And I think there was something buggy with our bear, so I think that will fix once we leave this area. So we're going to leave and go do something else. We're going to leave. Is it not going to let us leave? Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, the bear is trying to make his way. Okay, so on our reload, the bear is now no longer bugged. He was like half in. There he is. Come along, bear. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Not gonna make a noise for us? Okay, he's just huffing. Come back to the zoo, bear. Come back to the zoo. Ah, look at the meat. All the furry meat and the weird scuttling meat. So much meats. Come on, bear. How's it going, Ahmed? You can do it, buddy. You can do it. Okay, what I do need, Ahmed, is for you to send me a high-res image of the thing you want me to create, and then I can go ahead and play and paint to get them in the right and show you what it takes. Okay. So, there's a bandit camp? Let's go have a look at that. We have until the end of the month to get back to our... those are the verdant chambers. Well, let's clear out the verdant chambers so that when I go there as a... the weird lady that wants you to come and visit her alone at the verdant chambers wants you to go there alone, but there are monsters there. A high-res image of the druid that you want me to create. You said you wanted to create a shape changer druid to see how it worked in this game. So next time I'm at town, I can create another mercenary. Where are we? Oh, this is a random encounter. I don't see it. I don't see it.
I'm superior.
Holy fuck! What's a doom spider? That seems aggressive. Let's rage. Get some rage-a-haul going. And, we'll probably have to rest. She's gonna go magic missile crazy. No, that's probably not the right thing. She'll go, snowball crazy. Nephariah is just gonna blast off his, channel negs. He's gonna neg. Searing light? Sure. And let's clog the battlefield with some... some D3 wolves up the back. What the fuck? 25 damage? Oh, we can't hit this thing. Wow. Wow. Okay. Alright. Okay, we'll get there. Let's put bull strength on big guy. And... I don't know, a buff spell. Communal protection from evil. That thing look evil? Looks evil to me. It's got the word doom in it. She still hasn't cast a spell yet. Ganymede should be hitting. Alright. Ganymede's like, fuck this thing, and destroyed it. And it's got no treasure. Okay. Good XP though. Whew. Maybe we panicked a little. Ah, it's just a doom spider, and it eats all of ours. Lays eggs in our heads. Oh, Amiri, we've got Ganymede. We don't need you and your oversized sword. Sorry, girl. You get to be our general, though. Let's make sure that this is safe. Safe. Relatively so. There's no one at the nymph's chambers. Maybe she'll show up if you come alone. Alright, well maybe we're not stupid. Come see me, but you must come alone. Okay, lady. This place isn't creepy at all. We're not asking what happened here. Why is this a ruin? Ooh. Athletics check to climb the wall. The sound of treasure. Room-covered ancient leather scrap. We found the scrap! We found it, we did. So many characters, so much meat. We're not gonna go in there. I remember it was bad in there. Why are we moving so slowly? Is there a hot button? Shift space V. Tactical time flow. Interesting. I did some reading, and apparently the best shapeshifters are actually like sorcerers, or some hybrid of sorcerer. But a druid wouldn't be a bad fit. Ferocious wolves.
Die, die, die!
Okay. A couple potions of invisibility, which we shall keep. Alright. That is the place that the Guardian of the Bloom wants us to go to, our main character to go to, alone. Well, I guess with her and her animal companion. Alright, I think we start our trek back home.
I feel tired. Do we have a way of getting rid of fatigue? I think Common Touch does. Yeah.
Hey! You're leaving some for me, right?
Just stand lookout like you were told.
Quit your whining. We always take care of our own, don't we?
Ha! You are right.
Yeah. When have we ever mistreated you, Shorty? Shorty, you ass! You were supposed to watch the road! Hey! Someone's coming! Grab your blades!
Hey, hold on, everyone. Shorty, stop your foaming. Look here. It's our glorious Baroness herself. Come now, bow down, everyone, bow down. Drakester, how's it going? Who are you? What's going on here? Why, we're your loyal subjects. Honest bandits, the lot of us. We'd be associating with the Stag Lord's band, but since you went and beat the stag out of them, we're left out on our own.
Yo, so now you got to take us in, your grace? It'll be even better with a strong leader.
I don't deal with bandit scum. Because you're worth experience points. Okay. We should have buffed before this, but... Tap into that rage, beastie. Go Ganymede, and then, let's do a... Shit. We really needed to rest. We'll keep the snowball on. Grab a stick of juicy fruit, cause the taste is gonna move ya. We need to get Nephariah in there a little bit closer to get his negative energy going. What are we gonna do with these guys look evil. We'll do a prot from evil communal. And we'll choke the battlefield with wolves. Let the animals attack! Oh, and it's raining, everything's slow. Somebody's head is getting cleaved in there. Alright, and now Nephariah, go ahead and start doing your thing, buddy. Oh, Ganymede's getting his ass beat. Let's do a channel. And we'll have our summoner heal him directly. With a second level spell. These bandits were no match. Ganymede just seems to take all the beats. All the beats. Hey, our bear can loot. Cool. I see some magic. Magic moments. Let's patrol around, see if we can find anything good. I really need to do a better job at managing the quick bars. Half of this shit is not useful. I'm gonna put her summons here. And I always forget she's got Barkskin because of an item, and a aspect of the Falcon because of an item. And her Bane. Okay. Well, race and items. Okay, good. Spells, I'm fine with going through the menu for the spells. Alright, this guy has channels. Also an item that gives him that. And then his calming touch. He does have a Azamar ability, Searing Light. That's good.
Shall we move? We shall move!
Alright. His channels are the Yuki kind. You know what? I'm going to be very rarely healing undead, so I'm just going to nuke that one. Searing Light once per day, I forget he has. He's got Blessed through an item, and then his Storm Burst through his domain. Cool. A Ganymede? I think we've already... He really only uses his strength mutagen. We'll nuke the others. Rage. He's always going to use his lethal stance. He's always going to use his power attack, so we don't need that. Okay. And then... Alright. Main Lita has glitter dust through race. She only uses her dex mutagen or her charisma cognitogen. Range regardless. Okay. And then race. She does have a couple of rods. Let's put those here to remind us we should use those. Cool. Alright. Managed! Managed the fuck out of that. Is that California, Drake? Or is it another state? Oh yeah, you just said it, California. Duh, read. Read, Marty, read! Alright, some bandit camp. Oh, I'm so tired. So tired. Force it a little bit. The lone house. Oh, we need to get to Bald Hilltop. Shit. Can we get there in time? Days. Okay, let's just go there. No, I think there's a quicker way. Across that way. Good. Oh, we really need to rest. And there's a kingdom event. And there's horrible encumbrance. Okay. Let's make sure the kingdom isn't burning, or the barony. I always call it kingdom because the rules were called kingdom building. It's called Kingmaker. We don't have a king yet. Alright, sure. Don't show the tutorial. We get it. There are events. There's the 8-legged plague, which we need to put Tristan against. Cool, DC 13. And the troll invasion. We need to go there first. Okay. Need to rest and get to that place. Yay, we got some excellent seasoned wings and thighs. I think those give us temp hit points. Encumbrance slows you down, you know. Thanks. I'm hoping that we did not screw up the event by sleeping. Okay, it didn't have an X beside it. Let's buff first.
No one stands in my way.
Uh-huh. Got so many animal companions. So much need for the mage armor. Okay. The buffening.
Our duty calls.
You said duty. Drink your juice. Drink your juice. Bless us. 1 minute per level. Aspect of the Falcon. Sure. Okay, we want ridiculous strength, I think. On Ganymede. That's probably good enough. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Forward, march! Ooh, weird. Haha, look at all the... I thought there were doom spiders there for a second. I was like, back! Still, that's a lot of spider meat. We are going to summon. We're just going to feed doggies to the spiders because that's how we roll. Oh, that's how I want to attack that one first. So one hit die dogs. Nephariah is going to wade in before he starts channeling Neg. And I want sneak attacks. We'll put Acid Splash in the... Alright, Nephariah, go ahead and start channeling negative. Looks like those dogs are getting eaten, which is what we wanted. More of them are coming out of portals? What the fuck is this? Our advisors are trying to kill us! You need to get to this place to stop the monsters. Alright. Silky. She needs a bunch of our attacking love. Nephariah, let's switch to your Storm Burst. Get her, get her! Oh, is Ganymede held? Fuck. You guys are kind of far away. Let's move you in. Our animal companions. So awesome. Ah, Nephariah is held as well. Oh, she got snuck attacked by the Baroness. Nice. Oh, there's still a Doom Spider. And all the creepy Feywild wilderness goes away. Cool. No casualties? We're doing okay. She's got some loot.
That's what I like to
Won't
see.
be halted.
Oh, yeah, this place got problems. Maybe we should have built our barony somewhere else. A fragment of an ancient pillar covered with eroded letters of some unknown language. Let's have a peek around. Make sure we're not missing any treasure, or hints, or clues. And then we'll have a look at those magic items. Oh, we've got a mighty con belt. Who doesn't have a belt? Does everyone have a belt? Cool. We will sell the belt. Does everyone have a ring of protection? Yes. Yes. Full plate +1. Mithril full plate, much better. Corrosive heavy flail we'll keep. Although we have a acidic axe, so maybe we won't need that. The +2 dodge bonus. Does everyone have a next slot item? They do. What about a cloak of resistance +1? We do. Looks like we've got some shit to sell. A wand of scorching ray. Neat. Okay. Oh, there's all the new stuff. Cloak grants the... Oh, this is new. Cloak grants a wearer +2 enhancement bonus to natural armor and a +4 resistance bonus on saving throws against poison, sleep, and paralysis. Huh. +2 nat armor. And it's very specific. +1 resistance and a 10... decisions. Oh, this is new. I want to cure light wounds. They might be introducing new items with the update. +2 nat armor. He has a +2 nat armor thingy. But then he could wear something else. Poison, sleep, and paralysis seems to be a very specialized thing. Okay. So what we're going to do is... She does not have a natural armor item. We're going to give it to our summoner. I should have brought her AC up, right? Yeah. Cool. Cool. +1 bastard sword. Meh. AC 3 versus AC 3, but it's lighter. Okay. party is a zoo. It's a walking zoo. All right, let's get out of creepy Bald Top Hill, what it's called. How close are we from leveling? Oh, we're pretty far. 8 grand. Fighting a bunch of trolls will solve that. Time to go manage our queendom. Main square. We'll sell our shiz. Loading. I remember playing the Commodore 64 as a kid and just sitting there and watching it load and wondering if there would one day be a day where there would be no loading. No more loading. Dream, can't we? You know, it's going to be really, really awkward. Loading in the holodeck. You're going to be standing there just sort of waiting. Oh man, I want to get on with the adventure. Speak common. Can't understand you. Okay. Yeah, the offer button. Bloop. Sell. Did she use a shield? She's already got one. Bombardier's Vest. We're saving for our little friend. Plus 11, breastplate plus 2. Chain shirt plus 2. Okay. We'll save that for him. Wands useless? No, they're all decent. The hell is that? Oh, they changed the image for the bag of holding. I don't recognize you. Peruse through here. Is all the content released for this game? I've noticed a couple of, like, every time they release a patch or an update, they're like a new monster will appear or maybe a new magic item. So I don't know. I don't know when they're going to have a major update. They've been slowly fixing a lot of problems. Like one thing I just noticed right now, they keep on refreshing the camping supplies and rations, which is nice. I'm sure at some point they're going to put out a massive update. I don't know if they're going to do it as like DLC or what. But the game is playable and finishable in its current state. Claws of Dueling, Eyes of the Eagle. I think eyes are the same slot as your head, though. I need to buy anything else. Whoop. Have a look at Vertles. Hey, Vertle. Isn't that much? Speak common. I don't understand. I want to understand you. I just can't. Game has no concept of languages to learn. I like that song. Your Grace, I fear there's another matter that requires your attention. There have been reports, many of them from settlements across the Nile Marches. There are trolls in the forest, seemingly hordes of them. Rumors claim they're more than typical savage beasts. They almost seem to show reason in tactics. They form groups, attack at once, plunder the villages, and carry away the peasants. Not the peasants! Even stranger kobolds have been spotted amongst their ranks, when usually they would be attacked on sight. I'm not certain any of this is reliable. Fear builds mountains of molehills. Some of the rumors even say these trolls carry torches and burn down houses, seemingly unafraid of open flames. It is entirely possible the rest of the reports could be exaggerated as well. The common folk will hardly heed any simple exhortation. Someone will need to go to the Nile Marches to investigate the matter. I was considering the matter when it hit me. What if you were able to take... What if you were to take on this investigation yourself, Your Grace? Are you trying to feed me to the trolls, Keston? Nah, he just knows we're awesome. The Baroness's duty is to our people. I'll head south and look into the situation. Thank you, Your Grace. It's like he doesn't need to go. He sighs in relief. When you decide to go, please remember that the trolls can only be killed with fire acid. Don't worry, I know a cantrip. It's called acid splash.
Trolls who didn't fear fire? That sounded terrible, and dangerous, and terribly dangerous. If we couldn't rein them in, our young barony would be eaten up in a snap.
Oh, Lindsay. You're so cute. Alright. That's right, we gotta go up to Oleg's. Show the Dwarven runes to Harem. We can do that later. Troll trouble and the just reward. Okay. We need to find the little gnome so that we get a... so that we can have a... what are they called? A treasurer for Umbravilda. We should also hack the stats of our leaders and small council, basically, so that they have better scores. Eight-legged plague, success. Great. Success. And 4 days. Should we wait until... We haven't claimed the Nar Marches, so while we're wandering here, we can't manage our kingdom, so there could be events that happen. It's probably going to take us more than 4 days. Oh, we need to put a... We'll build a settlement. We'll call it Trade Guard. Sure. Has it been successful for Paizo? I don't know how many units sold, but I've seen a lot of big names on Twitch playing it. Like Carnage was playing this game for a good week or two. It is much more of a success than whatever that one was beforehand that Goblin Works was working on. The Pathfinder MMO that they were trying to do that never got released past alpha. I personally think this is like... I'll be playing this for a long time, whether or not just streaming it, but I'll be playing it like on my own for a long time, especially if they start putting out more content for it. What I would like to see is push aside all the kingdom building stuff and just use the rules to create like a dungeon crawler, kind of like Baldur's Gate or like Icewind Dale or something. I think that would be really neat. Alright, we need to build the settlement here. Let's put our longhouse here. And what goes beside the longhouse? The barracks. This is trade guard, so we're going to make it trade focused. Taverns like to be beside longhouses. Shops like to be beside taverns. Build a wooden wall. Now let's build a watchtower. Put the shrine in the middle. A smithy near a shop. Brewery can be anywhere, +1 stability when located in a settlement with a tavern. Okay. We'll leave one slot open because I think we get Bakken shop at some point after we talk to Bakken. But we could put a regular herbalist when adjacent to a shrine. Okay, cool. Alright. That looks like a budding town, or village. I think the game's got decent reviews. If you like D&D, it's like, or Pathfinder, it's like 85% of Pathfinder rules, like accuracy, rounded off because it is a video game. I think it's the best rendition of 1E Pathfinder that we will ever see. I don't see them... I don't know. I could see Owlcat kind of like revving on this a bunch of times and putting out like sequels or different games based off of the engine. Okay. I don't want to take 2 weeks to do anything. We don't have a trade guy.
busy. We already claimed. Don't have anyone for the treasurer. There's nothing for us to do here, so I think we're just skipping a day. Triumph! Excellent. Okay. We have rank 1 and a bunch of kingdom stats. I would like to see if we can get away with ranking up. Let's see. Let's see if things don't explode. This takes 14 days to do. That's why I saved beforehand. See, a bunch of events happen. Rock. Alright, we're now ranked 2. Mysterious weed failed. Alright, there's a bunch of visitors. Specific requests. Troll settings. Let's put Amiri against that. Let's see. Harem against that, and River Maiden Tristan against that. Okay, it didn't go too bad. Let's go visit the throne room. Right away, probably not. The word convert in that scares me. I think with the existing campaigns, we will play with V1. Like the whole Demon Watch meets Legends meets Dread and Circus, that whole kind of big tangled web. I think we would spend so much time converting, because we're like 200 episodes into that multiverse. I don't want to spend my time doing that. I'd rather start from scratch. That, and think of what's going to happen the second they drop it. They drop second edition. There will be a player's handbook, a monster manual, and some sort of DM's guide rolled into a book. Is that really enough to really start? Like, to do that massive conversion that based off of a game that has like 10 years of work. What I learned was that Pathfinder 2E is a completely different game. It is not easy or trivial to transpose first edition stuff into second, to convert on the fly. I tried a few times and it was hard. It wasn't as simple as, adding CMB and CMD or switching around a few skills. It was a completely different game with a different balance that you had to kind of try to adjudicate on the fly. So, start something new, yes. Convert all the old campaigns, no. See how we feel after playing something on the side, probably. Adam had a really interesting idea of taking some of the concepts that we really liked from second edition and backwards porting them into first edition. I still think, though, that takes a bit of work, and you'd have to start a new campaign or a new game kind of at first level or at low level to see how that feels. So we'll do something, but I don't think we're going to jump on... Like, maybe one of our side campaigns would be 2E the second it dropped. So that we can continue to, provide our opinions on it and provide feedback. But I don't. Looking back at when 2E turned into 2E turned into 3E, it took us a year before we started our first 3E campaign. Because we were in the middle of a 2E campaign and we didn't want to do the conversion. Looking at conversion between 3.0 and 3.5. We made the conversion right away because 3.5 fixed a lot of things. It took us about, I would say, 6 months to a year to really do our first Pathfinder campaign. part of that was just timing in our lives at the time. Part of it was we just had to get used to the rules. Yeah. Man before you reeks of vanity. His black hair is curled, styled, and generously waxed, from hair atop his head to the points of his moustache. His cheeks and forehead are powdered white, giving him a pallid look. His hand rests casually on the golden hilt of his rapier. We let people with weapons into our throne room? Fuck. Ah, the ruler of this barony. I'm flattered by your attention. Sir Stefano Mosconi of Pitax at your service. Man performs a derisive bow. What brings a Pitaxian noble to my barony? I was just traveling back home to glorious Pitax and paying a visit to Restov, all in the service of King Irovetti. I thought I might take a day to visit the capital of Pitax's bold new neighbor. I must say, I really should have spared myself the trouble. It's hardly worth seeing. I would watch my tone were I you, lest I send you back to Pitax sooner than you had planned. And now we resort to insults, hardly surprising. Well, you aren't worth the glove it would take to challenge you. Tapping his rapier. Really? You're threatening me? Look at the size of my cat. Besides, you'd probably just run off and hawk it. It's easily worth twice what you've got in this throne room. Twice, you say? Let's get 'em, boys! You know, the initial goal of my visit was to take measure of your so-called barony, to see if you had any value to offer Pitax. And you know what I found? Nothing. You have absolutely nothing to offer. Military weak, culture weak, economy weak. You'd best pray to all the gods that my king, Irovetti, doesn't declare war on you. On the other hand, maybe you should pray he conquers you. This mess of a barony could use the rule of a proper king. Another word, and I'd send you to the gallows. Oh, I'll be on my way, don't you worry. If I were to stay any longer, I fear I might pick up fleas or lice or whatever else passes for subjects in this place. Take care. No need to see me off. I think that went well. What now? Valerie enters the throne room. I never thought I'd commence my career as a regent with such a case, but the leaders of local gangs are at your gate. He brought a chest stuffed with stolen goods, which he wants to share with you, the new lord of the stolen lands. I insist this impudent man be immediately arrested and brought to justice. Arrest this bandit and clap him in irons. The same fate awaits any like him. I will carry out your orders with pleasure, Black Dahlia. That was easy. Ruling is easy. Ruling is easy. Just whim, just jumping around the alignment compass. Amiri looks displeased. Since you've made me the troops chief, listen to what I tell you. You need more than people. The ones we have now are weaklings and cowards. We don't get any good fighters. Our neighbors will smash us wherever they want. Just so you know, you should pick better fighters. Don't want to deal with overgrown kids who complain about every scratch. Don't take just anyone who wants it, or else we'll have a barrack full of pansies. What are you going to do with pansies? We need them strong and gutsy, or there's no point. Make your own decision. So why did I come all the way up here from the other side of the castle? Fine! I'll recruit the ones I like. If you can get up after I punch him, then he's in. Mary cracks her knuckles, ready for a brawl. It's recruitment time! Ding! Oh, there's 3 of you. Your Grace, We are victorious. We fought off the spider invasion. We? No. I did. We fought off the spider invasion and defeated the strange dryad who led them. As a sign of gratitude, your subjects have a special reward for you. That's quite a bit of money.
I wonder, was this flood of spiders truly what caused the curse? I mean, the curse must be ancient and very ominous. The spiders were definitely scary, but, well, they weren't ancient and ominous.
I agree with Lindsay. This does seem strange. Seems more like a plot of an insane dryad than a true curse. Then how can we explain the dismal atmosphere at Bald Hilltop? The pressure both of us felt there, Jod. Maybe the curse drove the poor dryad insane, causing her to lead the spider invasion into the barony. In any case, I have alarming news. As soon as the spider invasion was over, I visited Bald Hilltop again. It grows quiet once more, just as gloomy as before. I do not think the curse is broken, but just laying low, like a monster that rests before it feeds again. How much time do we have? A fair amount. I'd say half a year, even more. Now that the Bald Hilltop is quiet again, I can barely feel its evil will. I am sure we'll have enough time to prepare for the next attack. I want to deal with this problem once and for all. What do you recommend?
Yes, let's level the Bald Hilltop to the ground and put an end to this curse.
I doubt we will be able to defeat it in such a straightforward fashion. No, the best we can do now is to make sure we're prepared for the next attack. Don't be such a pessimist, Tristian. We might truly be able to overcome the curse, but only by studying it thoroughly. Your Grace, I shall gather all the information available on the situation and get to work. Well, let's prepare for the next attack. Very wise. If only we knew more about the curse, we might figure out a way to fight it.
I don't understand. I spoke to locals. They never heard of any spider invasions before, and nothing ever happened on Bald Hilltop before either. Now both spiders and the cursed. Right when the new barony appeared in the Stolen Lands. All this seems highly coincidental.
Aha. Get ready for anything! I'll get right on that. Thanks. Be prepared for anything! Just becomes like a hoarder. A hoarder prepper. Alright. Get ready for anything. What kind of curse is this? Why did it decide to attack us now? We're getting nervous. Alright, we're gonna deal with those trolls. I think we can step away for a moment. This is the loading rigmarole I do not like. The back between the throne room and the map, and then outside, and then the throne room, and not a fan. Alright, there's some new projects. Research the curse. Costs a lot of money. Harem is busy. Talented recruits. We can upgrade our dudes. And those are just the summary. Okay. 15th of Erastus. I think it's safe for us to step away for a little bit. We shall do that. I'm gonna go see if we can find that damn gnome. Now that the chapter is actually started. I really wish there was a way not have to walk through everything to go outside. Oh, we can sell our goods. Brought some relics. And then found shards, if we had a bunch of them. he can put them back together. Okay. Loading, loading. Holy crap. Come on. You can do it, Pathfinder. You can do it. Come on out, Pat. You can do it. I want to go adventuring. Alright, we can go get Bakken, build a druid. Have a good one, Drakester. Good to see you. Oh, it's just there. Why didn't you tell me about the things? Just telling me that I have things I didn't look at. That's annoying. Let's go get Bakken. Soul Eaters become more dangerous if they know the victim's name. What the fuck? We're like 5th level. Soul Eaters? A ferocious lizard you are no longer. I'm heading to the place, Ahmed, where we can build a druid. Let's see what image you wanted. That dude? Okay. Oh, save as. We're gonna need the image, and then we're gonna need to hopefully it's big enough. We'll call him Druid. And we can go through the rigmarole of creating a character. Trail in the hills. We've never been there. Storms and bad weather greatly affect the game world. They also affect the real world. Greatly. Oh no, it's an angry, mature leopard. Oh. That hits fucking tough. It almost killed Ganymede. Wow, that's one tough kitty. One tough skinned kitty. Oh, just a crappy +1 bow. Wah, wah.
Our time has come.
Matricium Turinos. Matricium Turinos. Matricium Turinos.
Oops. Get that last one. Alright, quick detour to kill the kitty. What do you want to call the druid, Ahmed? Event. Visitor in the castle wall. Heartbroken mother begs for help. Shit. We gotta be back at the castle to... Damn it. Almost got there. What I don't want to happen is to not get the quest that she gives. This is like the balance between adventure mode and kingdom building mode. A peasant woman, her face soaked with tears, approaches you quickly.
Oh, your grace, woe is me. I met my Dorcas hour. You are my last hope by all the gods ever prayed to. Don't leave me in need. My name is Jenna Tennyson. Our village is a short way from here. It's only 2 days since my boy Tig ran away, and I haven't seen him since. We searched and searched, but it's no use. If you don't find him, no one else will.
All right, I'll try to find him. I don't know why we turned Scottish surface again.
Oh, your grace, thank you very much. I'll be praying to Eraztil to grant you long life. If there's any news, I'll be at the nearby, in the tavern, drinking. May the good gods help you.
All right. Okay, this time we'll get all the way north before an event happens. Teamwork feats can make your party very powerful.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
What were some of your druid names in the past, Ahmed? I wonder what language that is. I like it when the people bow. Whose horse is this horse? Is this your horse? Is it your horse now? Yeah, aside from Grizak and Lemmy. Wasn't there a little, a halfling that turned into a lizard man? Or the druid you played in Adam's game? Okay, I'm not being fooled by that. This is the bonus, I think, from seeing. You really need to... Stop it. Craw? Oh, we almost got there. Yes. Go talk to Bakken. See if he can... If you'll join us. Shaper. That was it. Shaper. I like that name. You can call him Shaper.
Won't be halted.
Bakken, you're standing out in the rain. What's going on, bud? Let's see what he has first. Before recruiting him. Okay. Bakken, how would you like to become my court alchemist? The old man peers at you with inquisitorial squint.
A court alchemist, me? That be a first.
He finally sighs and waves his hand.
Yeah, fine.
Cool. You got XP for that, too. Build a workshop for Bakken in the outskirts. We'll never do that. Show me your wares. Oleg's got some stuff. Ooh, a flaming crossbow. Which we already have. You know, we're gonna buy the other one just in case. Looking. We're going to be building a shapeshifter, so we're going to get the Amulet of Mighty Fists, and we're going to get the Headband of Wisdom. A couple of Metamagic Rods. Sell camping supplies. 76 of them. Okay. Oh, he's gone. Where the fuck is he? Where does the... Is he back in our capital? Huh. Okay.
Ooh.
We
Money.
do it my way.
Can we not go upstairs any longer? Weird. Make sure that we looted everything. This little kitty that was up there. Okay, there used to be a guy that hung out at Oleg's that sold us the mercenaries. He might have He might have moved into our throne room instead.
Onwards.
That's alright. We can go down there.
I lead, you follow.
There was another one. I don't know if he was a cohort or something, but there was another guy who got reincarnated as a lizard man. Is that the same one?
A rest would be welcome.
You can't hunt in dungeons. Make sure you bring enough rations.
I spy? What do I spy?
I require rest.
Yeah, be quiet.
I won't be halted.
Making sure that we're not missing anything.
Stand with me.
Got it. Over there.
No secrets can escape my prying gaze.
I think you might have reused the name Shaper.
let's go back to our throne room to see if that dude is there. Enoral, I think is his name.
Alright, and build ourselves a druid.
Just gonna edit this guy in paint. Okay, cool pick. Now we need to get the dimensions of his pick proper. Harem? No. Guard? No. Where the fuck is he?
Won't be halted.
Who is this lady? So there's Lander. Okay. So he's telling us his story. We can't talk to her for whatever reason. Maybe he's out in the town, or maybe he's in the tavern in this town. Dahlia's so tired. The fuck did the dog come from? Like the Smilodon wouldn't just scoop up the dog. Yum. Okay. Shaper, the druid.
Make sure you fill all available governing positions with appropriate candidates. You can't develop a kingdom without capable advisors.
Is it on this map? Houses. Yusuf Verdol. Inio, the traveling merchant. Nope.
To the tavern we go.
More loading. Haha.
Require rest.
Mm-hmm.
Enoral Eight Eyes, there he is. Oh, and there's a bunch of stuff we've never looted. Excuse me while I loot.
Won't be halted.
I'm the Baroness. That bag of onions belongs to me. That salmon? Don't mind if I do. Oh.
And we're gonna quickly go upstairs to finish the looting. We're gonna go into rooms and take people's stuff. Because it's funny.
The Baroness's tax.
She takes what she wants. Huh. Jathel's room. Don't mind if I do. Hey, a door. Hiya. We're just gonna go and grab these books and this weird shell thing. Don't mind us.
Got it.
Baroness picked that lock. Ooh, we failed to pick that lock. We will come back later when we are higher level. That's probably because she's really tired. But that is locked as well.
We do it my way.
Okay. And now we should create Shaper.
Onwards.
Upwards.
There's Jenna.
And Nuriel Eight Eyes. There you are, bud.
I need loyal and experienced fighters. I agree. 24,500 gold pieces. Yikes. Alright, now we're going to do a open portraits folder, and we need to make images from the image that we found of that particular size. So the first size is 692 by 1024. I'm going to do this off screen just for a moment and resize. Alright, and then we need to take a picture that is 692 wide. Ah, can't see. That was pretty close. $692. Alright, new file. Save as, and we're going to call this full length is the name of the file for the big one. If I drag that into this folder, we should have one of the... Okay, we've got one of the images done. Now we will resize this image so that it is 432. No, we'll do the horizontal 330. Okay, and then 432. Okay, we've got that. New file. This should be the right dimensions. You have to get the pixels right on, or the program does not sense the PNG file in the folder. This middle-sized one is called medium, capital M. And we'll drag that file into the folder. We're
replacing the medium one, and if we refresh, we should see the medium one, and then we need a really small one. We're going to do a close-up of his head. 185 by 242. 185, very carefully. 242. Ah, shit. Be really precise with your mouse. 185, 242, whoop, 240, 242. Good enough. New file. Paste this tiny image there. File, save as. We'll call this one small, as is the name of the really small file, capital S. Drag that into our folder that we had opened. And if we refresh, we should have all the portraits ready. Okay, so that didn't take too long. We've got some cool portraits for Shaper. Next, what race do you want to make him, Ahmed? Yeah, it's cool. Do you want to make him a halfling and he turns into a massive bear and shit like that? Or do you want to... okay, so he needs probably pretty good strength and good wisdom. Because we can edit the stats, we don't really need to worry too much. It's he looks human or half elven. That way we can give him the stat boost that we want in wisdom. He doesn't look like a dwarf. Half-elven has skill focus and a feat, which is neat, and bonus to perception. We can make him a perception fiend. We'll give him skill focus perception, and with his keen senses and high wisdom. Yeah, let's do that. All right, male. Let's give him. Does he have a beard? Doesn't have a beard. His hairstyle, it's kind of hidden. And they didn't give us many hair colors, did they? We'll go with the white one. Alright, there's Shaper. Alright, he's going to be a fox paw. He's going to be left-handed, just because. We're going to start off druid, and then we'll figure out what kind of druid makes sense, and then whether or not we will... I'm thinking, could you go druid dragon disciple? I don't think it stacks. Druid. You know what might be neat is a druid monk. Because I don't think there's armor in the game that transfers over. I don't think there's wild armor in the game. But he's going to have a wisdom through the roof. So one level of monk might be really interesting for this druid. Because then he could get things like crane stance and that sort of thing while he's in his druid form. Yeah, kind of like Zed. But let's see what... I think we've got like 3 or 4 levels to do. So let's look at the type of druid. We've got regular druid, and the line... Where is his wild shape? Small elemental, medium elemental, large elemental, shambling mounds, leopards, bears, smilodons, huge elemental. Okay, so these green bips or dots are the wild shape. Let's see what the variants are. Blight Druid seemed to keep all the wild shapes, but gave us wild shape wolf earlier. No, that's still a thing. What's it getting rid of? It's getting rid of the resist nature's lure, giving something called miasma. Meh. Defender of the true world. Okay. This still has a nature's bond. It still has all the wild shapes, but what does it do? Tracking down, diverting, and slaying Fey threats. Okay. She can still summon. Fey Bane. All the attacks are considered cold iron for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. +2 caster level to overcome SR Fey. Now, Fey do have a big major part in this plot line. And Fey Stalker. Your animal companion gains bonus on damage rolls versus Fey creatures. Okay, what did we lose? We lost resist nature's lure and venom immunity, maybe? Yeah. Immune to mind affecting effects of Fey. Whoa. Okay, Fey Stalker is pretty cool. What does Fey Speaker do? Fey Speaker looks like it moved our wild shaping off to a later level. Lets you use your charisma score instead of wisdom for spellcasting. And you get to add sorcerer or wizard spells to your druid list at particular levels. You still keep nature's bond, so you still have an animal companion. It got rid of some of the high level shaping, so I think we don't want this one. I really think Defender of the True World is the cool one here. Simply before bonuses against Fey, we keep all of our high level shaping. Just make sure. Yep. And immunity to. Yeah, I think you and I are the same. Okay. So we've got our Defender of the True World, Shaper. He is going to take an animal companion. What do you think for animal companion at Ahmed? An elk because he's wearing antlers? Or maybe a lizard? A wolf? A wolf for the trippening? So we've got a bear already. A boar has ferocity, has a decent armor class. A dog also has ferocity and trip. Compared to a wolf, though, a wolf I think is better. Yep. An elk has 3 attacks. A giant centipede we already have. We already have a leopard. We already have mastodon. A monitor lizard has poison. A smilodon we already have. A monitor lizard has trip. Weird. Yeah, I'm thinking an elk. He's got antlers. You've got antlers. It gets big. Looks like it gets pretty strong, too. 3 attacks. Let's go elk. Alright, we're going to jack your wisdom through the roof. I know we're going to derp a couple of stats, but don't worry, we will... Oh, racial bonus is wisdom. I just want the character to be recognizable. I'm just going to make a note of his stats because we need to identify the character by their stats when we start editing the file. So Shaper has a 13 strength, 10, 10, 10, 20, which started off as 18, and then at 10. I think we need to fix that a little bit. I think we need a 13 in strength. We have a 13 in strength. We want power attack. I'm trying to think of the feats that we may want to take. Okay, knowledge, nature, perception, and athletics. Okay, we were going to go skill, focus, perception. And then his feats. I don't think it'll let us take natural spell left. I don't see it in the list. So for now, I think we're going to take something like combat casting. Because I have a feeling if we're going to be wading into melee, casting spells probably is important. I don't see anything else here that is super important. So we'll go combat casting for our first level. It's not going to let us hear the...
Together we stand. I have no need for this.
And we're going to make him lawful neutral. And the reason is... monk.
Let us press on.
Alright, monk. Now, there are a couple different types of monk. We've got monk. Scaled Fist, which uses charisma, so we're not going to look at that. Sensei. Ugh, look at all these. I think we're just cherry-picking monk. Like maybe 2 levels for evasion and the 2 feats. I think that's all we're doing. Next. Perception, knowledge, religion, ability. The monk bonus feat. Deflect arrows, crane style is you take a -2 on attack rolls to fight defensively, but you gain extra bonuses. Do we want to go crane style, crane riposte, that whole sort of... Do we want him to basically get AOOs when somebody misses him? I kind of want to do crane style for this build. Let's just make sure that the feats are attainable. So, Pathfinder Kingmaker feats. There are a couple of good sites for this. Let's have a look at this one. Crane Wing requires BAB 5. If missed by a melee attack by 4 or less, lose that bonus for a round. Okay. And then Crane Riposte. reduces the penalty for fighting defensively. You get an attack of opportunity on that foe. I kind of like that. You need a BAB of 8. Fighting defensively is a thing we're going to want to do because you don't have armor. So yeah, let's go with crane style. And let's go the second level of monk for evasion, and then we go straight druid all the way through. Now, Boon Companion makes our animal companion full level, given that we've kind of nerfed our animal companion a little bit. I think that's worthwhile. And then we can't take crane style, like the next crane style, because we don't have enough babs, so we'll have to use our regular feats for that. Do you want combat reflexes or deflect arrows? I'm thinking combat reflexes. Or dodge. There is something called combat mobility, which builds off of dodge. It's basically mobility. Yeah, so combat reflexes might be cool if you're going to get size increase. Yep, I like it.